Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice.
Welcome, Governor Justice. Good afternoon and welcome to all of you. Thanks for being here. I am so excited to be here today to share with you a groundbreaking program that many people have worked to develop and that provides support, education, training, and jobs for West Virginians. I'm Lori Smith, lead coordinator from the West Virginia Department of Education, and I'm joined by many of our statewide partners who are making this program possible. Jobs and Hope West Virginia is the state's comprehensive response to the substance use disorder crisis. Established by Governor Jim Justice and the West Virginia legislature, many of whom are with us today, so we would thank them for that, this program offers support through a statewide collaboration of agencies that provides linked services to participants. State leaders recognized that turning the tide at this critical time requires the entire state working together to positively impact these issues and drive real change in the Mountain State. As we all know, West Virginia is ground zero for a convergence of many of today's social, emotional, and socioeconomic challenges. With a population of 1.79 million, we have the highest overdose rate in the country at 49.6 deaths per 100,000, compared to 14.9 nationally. Our workforce participation rate stands at 54.5%, and our poverty rate is the fourth highest in the country at approximately 19%. All of these factors weigh heavily on the state's social support infrastructure. At the heart of Jobs and Hope is a vision of providing West Virginians in recovery the opportunity to overcome obstacles that prevent them from establishing career success and strong family and community ties. This will allow participants to live up to their aspirations while accomplishing their primary goal of putting West Virginians back to work. Jobs and Hope has placed 12 transition agents throughout the state. Transition agents provide participants the opportunity to overcome obstacles and barriers to employment so they feel empowered to move forward. These individuals have a broad range of expertise and knowledge of peer recovery, of state-assisted services, community services, nonprofit resource services, as well as workforce, career, technical, and higher education resources. The agents link participants to a network that leads to personal and professional success. Their role is to help navigate the support processes and give guidance to people who transition back into society and the workplace. While the target population for Jobs and Hope is individuals in recovery from substance disorder, Jobs and Hope is open to any eligible participant who wishes to eliminate barriers to employment. Funding has been given to several career and technical centers, community and technical colleges, and the National Guard to provide free training and certification in certain high-need areas. Since the beginning of August, our transition agents have received over 380 referrals, and the Jobs and Hope program currently has approximately 250 participants. Other program incentives include access to a wide span of treatment and recovery providers, pursuit and funding for education, certification and training, transportation and child care assistance, assistance with the DMV reinstatement process, and if necessary, assistance with the expungement process. Jobs and Hope is an important part of the recovery process for individuals as they rebuild their lives. Rebuilding their lives is the key to continuing to build and sustain a healthy and thriving state economy. A major partner in the development of this program has been West Virginia's Department of Health and Human Resources. Joining us today from DHHR is Bob Hansen. Bob is the director of the Office of Drug Control Policy. Mr. Hansen's vision of how state resources can work together better has given us a good roadmap to follow. Please join me in welcoming Bob Hansen.
Governor. Good afternoon, everybody. If you listened to Lori's comments, you heard about the number of referrals after just a few months. And I think that just tells you that we're headed in the right direction. This program, as it continues to develop, will play a significant role in helping people along the path of recovery. It will be an important part of giving people hope that their future can still be bright, that having a substance use disorder does not mean the end of the road, that their goals that they never thought possible can really be achieved. For some people, it will even mean that they will have goals for the first time in their lives. Having the number of referrals that we've had in the first 3 months is just a tip of the iceberg. More people will be helped as we develop all aspects of the program that is geared to giving people in recovery the tools to be successful. In the coming months, we will be adding peer recovery support specialists to help the transition agents. We will be assisting in transportation, child care, vision and dental work, and recovery housing that all will help people cement their recovery and move towards gainful employment. The governor and the legislature have pointed us in the right direction. All we need to do is continue down this path that has started. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hansen. To continue our partnership showcase, the West Virginia Department of Education has a huge role in the coordination of this statewide program with staffing and program management. The Department of Education is also adding support to the statewide opioid crisis with programs like Reclaim West Virginia, a PK-12 prevention education program, and with communities and schools. Dr. Stephen Payne is with us today, and I know that he feels strongly that the state's education system must play a bigger role than ever in addressing the needs of students and families. Please join me in welcoming our State Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Stephen Payne.
Well, thank you, Lori, who's doing an exceptional job on our staff. We sure appreciate that, and your staff members here. Governor, you're in good hands with these folks. They're good people. We're also in a great county. John, what a great county, Putnam County Schools. My last 2 children attended your school system, and I would stack our system here in Putnam County, because I am a resident here, with any schools in the state of West Virginia, including the Putnam Career and Technical Center and all the great students that are here with us today. And your teachers and your administrators and so forth. And in Kathy D'Antoni's network of career technical education centers. I'd be remiss, the vision and leadership for this program came from none other than our governor, Governor Gov Justice, for Jobs and Hope. It's a great program. We're proud to be a participant in that program. We're also proud, I want to acknowledge those legislators that are here with us today as they've partnered with us as well. President of the Senate, Mitch Carmichael, Senator Eric Tarr, Senator Glenn Jeffries, Vice President of Education Committee, Josh Higginbotham, Delegate Mike Pushkin. Thank you for your support of the governor's vision and direction in this particular program. There's going to be much more said. I'm going to be very brief, but I'm in particular very, very pleased that this center will be the centerpiece for additional training that goes on with all of our adults that are interested in the state of West Virginia with regard to welding programs and heavy equipment operation. We have a ton of jobs that are out there that need to be filled, and so we're proud that our system, along with our partners, are fulfilling that need. Thank you. It's a great day to be here, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Payne. The mission of the West Virginia National Guard is to defend community and country. The substance use disorder crisis in our state has gotten to such a critical level that Major General Hoyer decided that the West Virginia National Guard would do any and all things necessary to make Jobs and Hope successful. Under his leadership, National Guard staff has been actively involved in all planning processes. Please join me as I welcome Major General James Hoyer to tell you even more about their partnership role.
Good afternoon. The governor tasked the West Virginia National Guard to support these two lead agencies to make sure that we could address this threat that we face, because it is in fact a national security issue. It's a state security issue. It's important to us that we all come together and deal with this significant threat that we face. The Guard will be playing a primary role up front in training support to the agencies, working with the transition coordinators, initially in construction training, horizontal construction, as well as some agriculture training. Going forward, we envision other training in the future. I just want to end with a story. I was tasked to go present some Jobs and Hope initiatives to a couple of organizations across the state. At the end of a presentation, a gentleman came up to me. He was the father of a recovering addict, someone who had recovered, gone to college, got his engineering degree, and had to move out of the state of West Virginia because he couldn't get a driver's license in order to go to work. But thanks to the efforts of the governor and the legislature in this last legislative session, they addressed that specific issue. And in December, this young man and his fiancee, who happens to be an emergency room doctor, are moving back to West Virginia. That's what this program is all about, and that's what we look forward to supporting the governor, the legislature, and the initiatives with our partners going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, General Hoyer. That's why we do what we do, for those kind of stories. As I mentioned in my introduction, this is a collaboration of all statewide resources. So to highlight yet another partnership, Scott Adkins, Acting Commissioner of Workforce West Virginia, is here to discuss their role. As with many others, Mr. Adkins and his staff have been in all planning meetings. This group of partners have been meeting twice a month since March to ensure that this program is a success. Workforce West Virginia plays a major role in the employer portion of our partnership. Please help welcome Acting Commissioner of Workforce West Virginia, Scott Adkins.
Thanks, Lori. It seems to be sort of Putnam County Day. I'm a resident of Putnam County as well, so we'll just kind of keep that momentum going. Workforce West Virginia and its 400 employees are excited to support Jobs and Hope West Virginia. I'm going to tell you 5 things that we're going to do without a lot of detail. But first of all, Workforce has assigned what we call career specialists that will work specifically with every person, every individual that comes through or that's enrolled in Jobs and Hope West Virginia. Second of all, we have a business development unit that's currently working with we have 37,000 employers in West Virginia. Our business development unit is reaching out to as many of those employers as we can to help place these folks into good paying jobs. Thirdly, Workforce is providing a $5,000 fidelity bond to employers who hire what we consider at-risk employees, which includes folks who are currently enrolled in Jobs and Hope. It also includes folks who are involved in the justice system, men or women, individuals in recovery with substance use disorders, TANF recipients, individuals with poor credit records, and economically disadvantaged individuals with little or no work history. Fourthly, Workforce is providing funds for paid work experience. Workforce is going to provide funds to a prospective employer for up to 6 months of an employee's employment if they're enrolled in Jobs and Hope in West Virginia. And fifthly, Workforce is working with their federal partners to provide a federal tax for employers who also serve folks currently enrolled or who will be part of Jobs in West Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adkins. At the heart of this all has been a man with a vision that more could be done to help West Virginians struggling to recover and re-enter society. His vision and support for this program is allowing us to impact the lives of so many. I think all of us can agree that this man's love and passion for his state and its people cannot be questioned. I now have the honor of introducing and welcoming our governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice. Would you like to take that?
I'm going to throw it. Y'all don't have to do this now. Y'all go sit down. I'm operating a little bit here. Okay. I'm just going to sit with you too. You see, we got a lot of people here. They're really, really important people, especially you kids. But we got a lot of people here that made the wheels turn to make all this happen. Now, I hate in some ways, you know, if you're the governor or if you're an elected official, you can't use your name on stuff and everything. This started out as Jim's dream, and I guess it involved to jobs and hope because we couldn't put my name out there. But I want to tell you this, that it is a dream. It's a dream that somebody had to have. And then somebody had to have the help and the funding of those that were essential beyond belief. And that's our legislatures. And I want them to all stand, and I want you to give them a round of applause like you can't imagine because they are so deserving. We have senators, we have our Senate president, we have delegates. Please, if y'all would stand because they really need your support and all that you've done. Thank y'all in every way. Thank you so much. Now, like I said, this started with just a dream. I really believe in my life that all the good ideas come to me from the good Lord, and I'll take credit for nothing but the bad ideas. And I come up with some bad ones, like we all do, but I want to tell you this to me came just this way. And that is, we got to make it simple. We got to make it simple enough that everybody, legislators, all the people that are involved, all the people that have these terrible addictions and everything, us, me, all of us could really get it. And it was just this simple. We had to reach out and truly give the people that were affected by these terrible drugs treatment and us pay for it. And the next thing we then needed to do was train them. Train them to be able to go do something. Not train them in a pickup truck to be able to drive a 777 rock truck because they're not going to get a job doing that. Train them with real stuff to where they could really be able to do something. And then give them pathways like a pathway of expungement, or a pathway to get their driver's license back, a pathway to come back into society. Now, in doing that, then the last part of the equation was just this simple. Absolutely, at the end of the day, have them being able to be certified to be able to really do something. And then they're on their way. You see, the reality is just as simple as this. It was a simple idea, but it took all these people. It took me. It took all of you to make it become a reality. So I couldn't be any more prouder. Now, we got a long, long ways to go. And we got drugs affecting every family in this state one way or another. And we got to do something about it. Is this going to solve it? No, it's not. Is this a strike in the right direction? Absolutely, without a doubt. But there's so much more to do. And we've all got to realize just one thing and one thing alone. And that is this. If we don't believe this is a problem that can cannibalize all of us, we're making a really bad mistake. A really, really bad mistake. if we realize the importance of what this is really all about, a problem, an absolute cancer that is eating us all to pieces, we'll fix it. It's a step in the right direction. And I congratulate all of you in every way. I don't know if Christy Chambers is here today. Is she here? I mean, I'm looking for her. Oh, there she is. Christy and I go back a long, long time ago. She's still as beautiful as she was. I've some way gone from brown hair to white hair, gained a few extra pounds, but absolutely she and I've known her forever. I didn't really know she was here and everything, but I salute you on the great job you're doing and you've done across this state in every way. Now look, now we need to go. Now we need to take off. Some way, somehow, they positioned all of you to where the sun was at your back. And with us, the sun is eating me alive. But that's where the sun ought to be. It ought to be at your backs. It ought to be with you all the time. The light that's pushing you forward. The light that's really making you go. I can't be more proud. I can't be any more proud to be just your governor, but not only that, to be the person that loves you and loves this state more than you could ever know. We got lots to do. This isn't going to fix it all by itself. It's a step in the right direction. I commend you. I'm with you. And let's just go now. Let's absolutely be the ones to solve this terrible problem. Let's be the ones to do it. 49 deaths out of 1,000 and the national average 14. Does that not make sense to you? Does it not make sense that we've got an issue that we need to solve? And look, just look at this sky. You know, if you were in Los Angeles today, you couldn't see across the street for the smog. Look at the sky. Look at the mountains. Look at the colors that are going to be just busting out all over the place. Look at your opportunities. An opportunity in life to where there's jobs coming to this state like crazy, and we're waiting on you. We're waiting on you. The sun's at your back. Let's go. Really proud of you. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you once again to our governor. Thank you for being here. Thank you for providing this vision, and thank you for making this possible. Thank you all for being here today to help us celebrate the launch of Jobs and Hope West Virginia. For those interested in becoming a participant, we receive referrals in a number of ways, from recovery partners, from workforce offices, Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Division of Rehabilitation Services, and self-referrals. Our call line and website are listed on the booklets and pamphlets that we were passing out earlier. Transition agents are here today. They're seated in the front row. Everybody wave at your transition agents. They will be here for a little while afterwards, too, if anyone would like to speak with them and learn about their role. We refer to them as the Dream Team because we came through a dream, so we're fulfilling that with this group of people. Thank you to Dr. Christy Chambers for allowing us to be here, and to her students and staff. They do have refreshments inside if anyone is interested in taking advantage of that, and then the students would also be interested in giving anyone a tour of the facility if they would like to stay and do that. We also wanted to recognize Bruce Cannell, Vice President of the Putnam County Board of Education. Thank you very much for being here, for supporting this program. Thank you all very much for being here. It's a true honor to work with this program. Thank you for being here and allowing us to give West Virginians jobs and hope. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Thank you to our governor, and thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here.